There's a moment people don't talk about much. The moment after the dust settles. After you've survived the busy years, the emotional storms, the frantic seasons, you finally get a quiet evening. Nothing urgent, nothing chasing you. And instead of relief, you feel a strange emptiness. Almost like boredom, but not quite. More like absence. The absence of noise you didn't realize you had grown accustomed to. You sit there wondering, why does this feel uncomfortable? Isn't this what I wanted? But the mind doesn't switch settings just because life does. It remembers its training. If you've lived in chaos long enough, your body starts to treat it like home. It memorizes urgency. It memorizes alertness. Even when nothing is wrong, your mind keeps scanning, like old software still running in the background. You learn to breathe through intensity, so peace feels like someone turned the volume down on your whole life. And sometimes, the silence feels suspicious, too soft, too still. You wait for something to go wrong, not because you want it to, but because that's what you're used to. Stillness becomes a riddle your body doesn't know how to solve. There's another layer, a quieter one. Sometimes chaos gives your life shape. Not meaning, exactly, but structure. The constant fires to put out, the people to manage, the storms to navigate. Maybe they made you feel needed, or capable, or simply occupied. And when life shifts into calm, you lose that scaffolding. The edges fade. You're left with a strange shapelessness, and shapelessness can feel like boredom, even when nothing is wrong. It's unnerving to realize how much of your identity was built around responding to something. Maybe the discomfort isn't about peace at all. Maybe it's about what peace reveals. When things finally slow down, there's nothing left to distract you from your own thoughts. No noise to drown out the quieter questions. Who have I become? What have I been avoiding? What hurts only when everything else stops hurting? Peace can feel boring when you're not used to hearing your inner world at full volume. Not because it's empty, but because it's honest. There's a strange type of courage in staying with peace, not forcing it to be exciting, not comparing it to the chaos you came from, just letting it be quiet. There's a version of you who doesn't need adrenaline to feel alive, a version of you who can sit on a calm evening and not interpret the silence as threat or boredom, a version who can enjoy softness without anticipating loss. You may not know that version yet. That's okay. Most people don't meet them until later. Maybe peace isn't something you feel right away. Maybe it's something you learn, the way a new instrument feels unfamiliar at first. Maybe the boredom isn't boredom. It's the gap between your old rhythm and your new one. Chaos shaped you, of course it did, but it doesn't have to define the rest of your life. You're allowed to be someone who finds calmness interesting. You're allowed to grow into gentler versions of yourself. You're allowed to rest without earning it. Peace isn't an absence. It's a place you're finally allowed to live in.